Believe it or not, I was actually mining Bitcoin in like 2013. I was probably like 15 years old, and back then, Bitcoin was not mainstream at all. There was no influencers pushing it. There was no fancy crypto arenas, and barely anyone knew what crypto was. And like, you're probably asking what I as a 15-year-old was doing mining Bitcoin back in 2014. And for those of you that know, you probably know where this is going. So I just want you to picture this, yeah? I was a teenager who just started getting into smoking, but I was so scared to ask around for it. And no one really had it like that because, you know, we were all young. I didn't know who sold. And honestly, I wasn't going to go asking random people. I did the thing like Googling where to find it, Reddit, all that sort of stuff. And of course, my detective mode, I ended up on the dark web. I downloaded the Tor browser just because I was hella curious. And I learnt about Silk Road. And mind you, this was kind of scary back then. Like, I remember the talk around Silk Road was like, you can hire assassins, you can hire up 10 million pills. Like, Silk Road seemed crazy at the time. And that's when I first learned about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was the only accepted payment for these services. Like, obviously, if I'm going to be buying drugs on the internet, I don't want any sort of paper trail. So that made total sense. And now me as a 15-year-old kid is just thinking, all right, I need to get Bitcoin. So what did I do? I somehow, and I don't even know how to this day, but I somehow started mining Bitcoin on like my old HP desktop, because you couldn't buy Bitcoin easily back then either. Like, I remember it was a real problem if you bought Bitcoin with a PayPal address or something. Like, I don't remember fully, but I do remember I did a lot of research and there was a lot of hurdles that I had to jump through to try and get Bitcoin. And that's why I ended up on mining Bitcoin. Like, I honestly have no idea how I did it, but I have such a strong memory of it. I think I mined something like 0.002 Bitcoin or something like that, which back then was worth absolutely nothing. So obviously I couldn't buy my drugs on the internet like I wanted to. But today that 0.002 is worth like $300, I think. But of course I never got to buy anything, and whatever wallet or whatever has that crypto, that is gone. That is in the abyss. But yeah, it's crazy because like you fast forward to 2025 and Bitcoin is literally everywhere and crypto is everywhere. Like, there's literally a crypto arena. Meme coins are blowing up overnight and your favorite influencers are hyping up new projects promising insane returns. It's like everyone and their grandma knows what crypto is at this point. But despite discovering Bitcoin and literally mining it back in the day, I never ever got back into it, but I've always kept an eye on it. Because to me, it always felt like gambling. Like, I get the appeal. Crypto promises fast money and even long money if you just hold forever. Like, for instance, if I still had that Bitcoin that I mined back in the day, that's free money and that's long money that's accumulated over time. But the idea that you can throw like a few $100 into some random coin and wake up a millionaire, like, it's hella tempting. But the more I watch, the more I realize that everyone who's not an insider or a high influential person or someone with a lot of money to risk, for the average person, it's just gambling. You will most likely come out as the loser. Like, I really hate to say it, but the average person probably doesn't win in crypto. And yeah, it definitely happens. It definitely has happened. Even if it's just small profits. From what I've seen over the past like literally 10 years of my life and what I've watched, the average person is the one who loses money. And obviously you guys know this, but the people who become millionaires off Bitcoin become millionaires because they've essentially taken everyone else's money. They've fairly taken it, but that's what it is. The average person has put their money into a pool and then someone else is going to take that pool of money. Like, the day trading and meme coin chasing I'm seeing right now, like, madness has taken over so many people, especially young boys. People spend hours analyzing graphs, looking for patterns, hoping to time the market. But like, being real, how is that different from someone sitting at a poker table or betting on sports? I remember when I was in my senior year of school in Australia, betting culture is super huge, like sports betting culture. And the fact that we had it on our phones and we could just place a bet on a random horse race in Germany and maybe get a couple dollars out of it, like, that's what I see the crypto shit doing. And I see a lot of young kids treating it like gambling. And like, people don't see it as gambling because it's dressed up as investing. And that's true. Technically you are investing, but at the same time, like, all investments are a gamble. Like, you can do everything you want to do. You can watch YouTube, you can read Twitter threads, you can join Discord groups that really make you feel like you're on top of it. But realistically, if the crypto success relies on timing the market, you cannot guarantee the timing of anything. It's like investing in the weather. That's just not possible. You should never gamble on the weather. So like, if I'm going to gamble, I'd rather gamble on myself. Like, let me explain. I'll give you a quick example of what I mean by this. So back in 2022, I probably made around $20,000 making beats and selling them online to rappers. And that's extremely impressive. I'm super proud of myself. But like, I think back to what made me that 20K, and really all the money that I put into it was just a $200 pair of headphones and a MacBook that I already owned. I didn't buy FL Studio, I cracked it. If you've been a producer, You do not pay for FL Studio, you just crack it. Now imagine if instead of spending that $200 on headphones, I'd put it into crypto. So for instance, if I put the $200 in crypto in 2022, right now, in 2025, it would have doubled to 400, which is cool. That's free money. That's just money that's doubled. But at the same time, that $200 that I've invested into myself, into something that I actually enjoyed doing, turned into $20,000. I didn't have to stare at charts all day. I wasn't glued to a graph hoping something would like go to the moon. I spent maybe like 2 hours a day making beats and uploading it to YouTube. And the best part is it's something that I wanted to do, and I built a skill that really paid off. And even that skill taught me so much about the YouTube algorithm. And I truly believe that that knowledge that I learned in 2022 of how the YouTube algorithm works has really allowed me to succeed in this current YouTube channel. And before you start commenting, like, yeah, I could have turned that $200 into $20,000 through crypto. Like, yeah, sure, I definitely could have. But realistically, the odds were not in my favor. I would have had to take money out of this coin, put it into this coin, done this, analyzed that. And I was not willing to gamble a large amount of money. Like before you say, oh, if you put $10,000 into crypto in 2022, you would have that 20K. Yeah, no shit, bro. But like, I'm not putting up 10K. Like I've got the 10K, but I'm not trying to risk 10K like that because that's what it is. It's a risk. And I definitely do not want to spend my time analyzing charts every day. To me, like it really comes down to how you spend your time. Like time is the real currency. It sounds kind of cringy, but it's so true. Like people out here spending hours and days trading, making sure they're watching every minute of the stock chart, analyzing patterns and trying to catch the next pump. But realistically, the majority of it is luck. Like, yeah, maybe you turn a quick profit, but most of the time the market wins and the rich people, the insiders, are the ones that win. Meanwhile, all that time and money could have been spent building something real. And the thing is as well, using my time to build up my skills instead of analyzing charts and market data is that my skills don't dip overnight. My skills don't lose value because some billionaire decided to sell. My skills only grow and become more valuable. And the more I invest in myself, the more valuable I become. And don't get me wrong, this is not a crypto hate video at all. Like I get it and I see the potential of where crypto is going and I see the benefits. Crypto has created so much opportunities for people and some people got in early and made life-changing money and that's super cool. But let's not pretend like that's the norm. The stories you hear about someone turning $500 into $5 million overnight, like that's not really real. There's exceptions of course, but that is not the rule. Even turning $500 into $1,000 overnight probably won't happen. The reality is the average person won't make serious money in crypto. The people that do are either already rich so they can just have disposable money that they're throwing into these investments, or people that have insider knowledge, or the people that are in the trenches spending their whole lives analyzing the market. And hey, if you enjoy that and that excites you, go for it. But like, not me. That does not excite me. Like, I really rather would bet on myself. Because when I bet on myself, I'm in control and my success is not dependent on the market fluctuation. It's dependent on me, my effort, my creativity, and my willingness to keep going. And this is not financial advice at all. I just really wanted to like set it straight that crypto and trading and all that isn't the only way to get rich, or not even rich, or just earn money on the side. Like, I really want you guys to like learn skills and just put the time into something you enjoy, but know that that thing you enjoy will eventually be fruitful in the future. Because man, I've been watching this crypto shit for so long and I've seen so much more people lose out on money than I have gain money. And if you don't think all these bigger people are playing you when they say, yeah, invest in this coin, I'm talking, I don't want to name names and I don't want to drop certain coins that I think are a bit of a scam, but like, just think about the people who are behind it and why they would promote a coin if they're getting nothing from it. Like if someone's like, yeah, buy this coin guys, I swear I'm not pulling out any money from this coin, then why would you do the coin? Especially if it's a meme coin. Like meme coins aren't going anywhere. The only thing I can see with the meme coins and that sort of currency that will shift it at all is GTA 6. So it's going to be very interesting when that comes out. But again, this is not a crypto hate video at all. The technology is super cool and people can definitely make money from it. I just want to remind the average person that more often than not, the people's success stories that make $5 million in a matter of a year, that $5 million has to come from somewhere. And it comes from the average person who's invested and didn't know when to pull out. But yeah, man, just wanted to give my 2 cents on this because I'm not seeing a lot of discourse on this and the fact of like putting your time somewhere else as opposed to crypto, because it just does have this illusion of fast money. But yeah, man, if you like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe. All my links are down below. That being my nostalgic clothing brand, all my Instagram links, all my streaming links, and my Twitter link. But yeah, I appreciate everyone watching this video, especially if you're this far into the video. It's been Once Faded. Peace.